What is up, guys? So today I'm back in the Apple Lands. I'm going to be fishing for carp and bass, barbel, whatever comes my way. But have a look at this beautiful place. Now this area was in a massive drought recently, and the water levels have only just come up, so you can see there's a bit of a problem with trees. But I'm looking down that side of there, seen some fish rising there. Going to try and work out how to get there, set up my camp. Oh, fish rose right here, and that looks like a carp feeding there. So yeah, there certainly seems to be some fish activity. I just need to find a place that's fishable, because we're going to struggle a bit with this over here. But I'm excited. This is looking like it's going to be a fun day. Alright, let's hope this is everything. I'm sure it is. Okay, so I found a place that I can potentially send some baits out. It is going to be tricky though. There's a lot of underwater structure here. I've got a feeling that means there's going to be a lot of lost fish. But and the fish are right here. I could literally just cast right here. There's so much fish activity here. It's really exciting stuff. Yeah, so let's try and catch some fish. Right, so I've almost got my first bait set up. So yeah, I'm going to use Legend. I don't actually know the baits very well as to which flavors need to go where and when. But yeah, huge amount of activity. A lot of it's from barbel. I've actually, the farmer gave me permission to fish here. Apparently there's another like farm dam further down that we can potentially, well, we can fish. That's the main reason why I'm on the farm. But there's so much fish activity. I want to have a few casts out here, and then either save that for another trip, or if things are really difficult here and there's a lot of trees that could hamper what's the fishing, and we'll potentially move on. So just doing a nice little hair rig. Grab some stoppers. Did also forget my scissors, which isn't ideal. They might actually be in here somewhere. Actually sure they are. It's fine, I've got a knife, and I've pretty much got this piece of wood here as a cutting board, so I can use that. But I do want to get a bait out because there's a lot of fish activity. It'll be really cool to see what happens. Okay, that hair rig is good to go. Give it a little dip in some flavour. Yeah. That is a very good looking carp bait. Alright, oh yes, I need to set up the alarms. Then I can get a bait out. Right, the next flavour to go out, strawberry, a firm favourite of mine. Let's hope that it catches us a fish. Also the bomb's on a much better consistency. Pretty much cast it on top of my other boat, so let's see how that all works out. Right, so last flavour, vanilla essence, about to head out. It's amazing, this bomb's got fluorescein in it. You can actually see it in the water here. It's this cloudy substance. Apparently the carp are attracted to what it looks like, or that cloud. So yeah, I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of barbel around today. Okay. One last little cast. That is yet another nice spot. Saw some movement in this line here. I don't think that was from my cast. Could potentially have a bite happening soon. Okay, all set up and good to go. Let's hope that we get some carp or barbel out here. Lots of branches and stuff in the water, so I'm hoping we'll be able to land something. But let's give it a go, give it a try and find out. So Larissa said she found a crocodile skull. Turns out it's a dead barbel, but a nice sized barbel. I wonder what happened to this guy. Plenty of activity in underneath these trees. Look at that tree actually moving from a fish. I'm busy trying to sneak up to a barbel. It's been coming like right out the water while it's feeding right in the shallows here. There's another one coming through. Look at that. Right, yeah. Oh man, I really wish I brought some barbel bait with me, but if you catch a little carp, it's definitely going to get chopped up to barbel bait. There's so many barbel around. We'll have so much fun. You can see there's a lot of swirls in that in front of me here. It's a combination of carp and barbel, like right at my feet. I'm actually going to take one of my bass rods. I'm going to make a little feeding spot here. I'm going to throw some ground bait in just to keep them there and get them feeding. And then I'm just going to put like 1 milli on a small hook and see if we can get some action here while we're waiting for a run on the bigger rods. I reckon it won't take long. Tiny carp, very small carp, and that's the problem is when you get waters that are inundated with a lot of small carp, that can become a problem. Right, so we have thrown that ground bait. You can see lots and lots of swirls. So that's from fish that's busy feeding there. I've got 1 milli on or corn. Yeah, look at all the fish feeding here. Wow, this isn't going to take long. Look at this. Okay, so I've got one piece of corn. I'm just going to throw it in amongst them and just wait for one to take it. Now the reason I put the ground bait there was so that they get used to feeding on yellow stuff. There we go, first bite. Definitely getting nibs on the corn. Just need them to pull down flat. Bring it right into that feeding zone. There we go, on. Yes. Oh man. Yeah. Oh, nice carp. Nice carp actually. not too bad. Especially on this tackle. Oh man, this is going to be fun. That's going to disturb the spot a bit though. Oh, how's that? Should actually use the net, but I'm going to use this guy's bait. It's not a bad sized fish. Really not a bad sized fish. Woo! Have a look at that. Yeah. That didn't take long. Okay, so this guy I'm going to use as bait, but let's have a look at him quickly. Okay, so there we go. On the little ground bait spot, got them all feeding. Got myself a little carp. This guy is going to get chopped up for barbel bait, and yeah, let's hope we can get a nice sized barbel or two. But that was pretty easy fishing. This is going to be fun. Okay, let me get that all set up. It's the first carp I've caught in a very long time actually. Quite chuffed with that. It gave me a good fight on this light tackle. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to rig 2 of these rods up for catfish or barbel. And what I might even do while I'm busy doing that, I might just put this float out to the side, just see if anything decides to pick it up. Well, actually, let me dispatch this this carp quickly. There we go. Neck broken. Yeah, you got one. Nice. Okay, so Larissa's onto her first fish. It's probably going to be another decent sized carp. Hey, just hold on. Okay. So lift your rod up and then wind down. Nice. Yeah.
Hey, fish. Oh no, did you leave the things up there?
No, I was just getting a bite. Nice one.
Hey, you're cute.
Oh, bite. Oh man, I just had a bite on this rod. So this is the rod that I'm going to take out for as a barbel rod. So I'm going to leave it for now. Man, things are getting chaotic. Gonna leave it for now. See if something picks it up again. Get that ready for barbel rod. Quickly go and Larissa, do you want me to take some photos of you with your fish?
Yeah.
Where's your phone? So this is Larissa's first fish, which is actually really awesome. Oh. Which rod is it? Sorry Larissa, I'm on this side now. It's fine, you can just leave it out for now. There are so many trees. Oh, that came off. I think it came off. Yeah, came off in the trees. Oh well. Well, that's good to know. Wow, okay. Craziness. Okay, so you want to put one hand there and one hand underneath the tail there. So this is going to flap about a bit. Okay, and then face this way because it's better light.
A little guy.
I'll Hold it sideways. Yeah. Nice. And the last one, hold it forward. Hold it towards me. Forward towards me. Hold it forward towards me. No, straighten your arms. Towards me. Yeah, because now it looks about 5 times bigger. Cool.
Yay!
There you go.
Now we put you back.
Yeah, you can just do a fish toss. Fish toss, fish toss.
Oops, that was a bit hard, but it flew away.
I'll put another piece of corn on for you and then you can go and catch another one.
Okay, good.
Okay, off you go.
Yay!
Nice one, Larissa.
Thank you.
Caught your first fish. Whoop whoop.
Yeah!
Larissa's onto a fish over there. I'm onto a fish over here. Nice one, Larissa. Hey. Oh, beautiful. Full scale mirror. Nice. Yo, Larissa, you just come check. I got a full scale mirror. Yeah. Wow, look how pretty that fish is. Hey. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Tiny little fish. Beautiful. Wow, I think that could be one of the first full scale mirrors I've ever caught.
Oh, wow.
Oh, beautiful.
That is
Right, so there is a bit of a carp infestation in this area. There's an overpopulation of them, and there's a whole bunch of farm workers that are working very hard here, and don't have food. So I'm going to keep a lot of these little carp, as beautiful as this full-scale mirror is, for these workers. This is the first time I've ever caught carp like this. It's so much fun. Seeing that he's going to go to the workers, we don't really have to. You can put him down. What happened to the float again?
It's over there. It broke off. Well, not it broke off, but like they knocked it off and they died it.
Oh, where is it?
Under the tree.
Oh, that's not ideal.
It's not.
We only have 2 floats.
Well, I can do without the float, I guess.
Oh, you can't use the float's the weight to cast with there.
Oh.
What I might even do is I might give the bigger one that I caught earlier to these oaks and then keep this little one for bait. This is just mad fishing, huh?
Yeah.
See a weird bite, huh? It's like a brip. What I think is happening on that other rod is what we call line bites. So basically it's just fish swimming into the line. Carp is quite an oily fish. The barbel do enjoy eating them. So that's a nice meaty, messy bait. That's got to go out for barbel. Hopefully we'll be able to get a barbel or a catfish soon. Let's give this a cast. Nice big meaty bait and a very solid setup. Pretty much exactly where I want it. There's been some barbel moving around exactly there. Gonna try and get a bit of a feeding frenzy on the go for you again. Wait until it pulls the float down, but you can always pick the float up, like bring it out and check and then cast out again.
No.
Oh, there, one just took it.
That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
when it takes the float under the water, then you must reel it in and strike, but only when the float's under the water, or if you see it moving quite steadily. But yeah, that means...
Because all the other ones, they just kind of bit and dragged.
Yeah. It's cool, I can see my float from here too. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, we put 2 fish, yeah. We didn't even take photos of the other one, eh?
No, because this was busy going crazy as well.
Yeah. But it happens like that, it'll be busy, 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 and then it's quiet, and then suddenly it's busy, 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 busy. Ah, I'm getting a bite. Oh no, don't swim into the tree. Yes, get around the tree. No, man. No. In the tree. Fast, fast. Oh man, that just felt like a very nice last fish. Just gotta leave it slack here for now, see if it swims out of that tree. If it's still hooked. Yeah, that's certainly something that's going to be an issue today. That was also on the strawberry. Sorry, that was your rod actually.
Already?
Let me just try and get this other one out and set up. That's not coming out. Okay. Unfortunate, because that was a much bigger fish.
It probably got stuck itself.
Sorry?
It probably got stuck itself in the thing. It got itself stuck.
No, I don't think so. Because what happens is once you're stuck there, then once it gets stuck there, then it just pulls, the hook pulls out of its mouth. But yeah, the trees are going to be issues today.
It's just that one thing.
Yeah, but remember, there's a whole forest under the water.
I forget.
Did I put this here?
No, that was me.
Okay, let's try and avoid that because standy, breaky, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially with Floricillisa.
I've got a feeling we're going to have some luck on the barbel rods today.
Yeah.
But also, you know, we've had the early morning bite now it's the midday slog. See, there's fish feeding on our, like where I'm casting these middle rods.
Yeah.
There's a carp that are feeding there. So order of the day, strawberry. Try and lob it out just to the left of that tree. So a lot of fish are feeding. Perfect. See, the nice thing about these carp rods is that you don't have to worry about the drag setting or anything. Because as soon as you click it over, your drag will kick in. It's a special carp reel. Bait running reel. Well, so far it's been a pretty crazy morning. The rods that have been out, we've had a number of runs on them. Well, 2 decent runs, lost both fish, lots of sticks and stuff. But yeah, we're having fun. Like, there's carp feeding right on the edge. Throw a bit of ground bait, just one piece of corn on a tiny hook on a float, and with bass tackle. It's so much fun. But it is starting to get quite hot now, so we might settle down, wait for the deep water bite, which I think won't be too long. I've been seeing fish feeding exactly where our baits are, so I think it's going to happen soon. Right, this is hooked into a slightly bigger fish here. Let's hope she can get it past that tree. You're doing good. Doing very good actually. Nice one.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, this one's going to come in nicely. Oh no, it came off. Oh, Right
Oh,
there.
shame.
So what you want to do is like, so you did well, but then like you want to pull up and then wind down and then pull up and then just play them gently. There's no need, there's no rush, you know. Yeah, but you did a good job there. You fought that really nicely.
Thank you.
Yeah. See what I mean about the adrenaline rush?
Yeah.
It's quite cool, huh? Right, so it looks like the spot I've been ground baiting still got fish. And I'm just going to throw a bit more. Nice, so we'll move to the shade now because it's hot. Cast in there and let's give it a go. It's amazing, I'm standing here watching the carp feeding at my feet. Like, oh, so much fun. They're little carp, but bring out the bass rod and you can have such a fun time. Leave it to where the fish are feeding, start speaking them. They're feeding so close. Just remember to watch my float and not the fish. There's a swirl by my float. Oh, there's more fish right there. Oh, there you go. Getting a little bit of an inquiry. Float's just slightly bobbing. Shouldn't be too long. Try and bring it closer to these other feeding fish. Okay, so that should be very close to the feeding fish now. Now it's just a case of waiting. There we go. Yeah, on. Ah, this is so much fun. Oh, small little common. So much fun. Oh, this is also getting a bite. I literally cast in, it hit the water, and boom, another little full-scale mirror. Like, yo, these fish are just super feedy at the moment. I'll cast a little bit further out. This spot that I've been ground baiting is probably like a little bit disturbed from those last two fish. Do like one after another. But cast it quite a little ways out there and then just see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Get an action. Yeah, on. Oh, no, into the sheet. This is just like clubbing baby seals, man. Oh. Oh. Okay. Nice to get another proper bite over here. Definitely worked out how to catch the fish. Sure. That's literally, what's it? 3 casts, 3 fish within a minute of the bait being in the water. That's crazy. This has certainly been some of the most epic carp fishing I've ever had. Try and see what happens here. Have you been seeing any other fish moving?
There was one that side, but more where our other rods are.
Okay. Let me try another one out in that little spot there. They might just be chilling there.
It was quite a big one.
Thing on the big rod. I don't think it's very big though, but it's a fish nonetheless. But I'm going to try and land this time. Try not to lose it. Little carpy. Oh, nice strong fighting fish here. Oh, another full-scale mirror. There's plenty of full-scale mirrors here. Not a bad fish. Not a monster, certainly not a huge carp, but it's nice to catch lots of them. Cool. Alright, so I'm sitting in the shade of my car, trying to take a break from the heat. It's really cooking at the moment. Marissa's a champ, she's loving her first advance fishing. She's still fishing down there. Rod's all out. Caught about 8 fish here, so it's been pretty good. All on the little float tactic, a few on the long lines, the normal carp fishing rigs, but on the float with the one little millipip, gee, that's been working well. But now with it getting hot, you know, they are going to look for some shelter until later this afternoon, same as what I'm doing. But it's nice, the rods in the deeper water. They'll still be fishing while we wait for this heat, but wow, look how beautiful this place is here. It's just amazing. Very, very, very lucky. Yeah, 8 fish in the little morning session, lost a couple, it's not bad. Oh, was on. Slight movement on that float, small little pecks, but eventually those little pieces of sweet corn just get inhaled, and then the float doesn't necessarily go under the water, it sort of like glides away, and then just tighten your line, strike in the opposite direction of that glide, and 9 times out of 10 you fish on. It's really cool. I've never even tried the style of carp fishing, and then I saw the carp in the shallows and I just figured, yeah, let's give it a go. So much fun, especially on like light tackle. So much fun. Oh, yeah, it went right under. That's a good sign. That means the fish actually enveloped it with its mouth. Come on. And the last thing with the sweet corn as opposed to like earthworms is that the sweet corn just seems to stay on. This is so much fun on this light tackle. Oh. They're feisty fish, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a decent sized fish. Oh, I'm just not. Oh, that was lucky. Line slipped just in time. Should be using a landing net. I forget for not using a landing net. Fish number 9. So like I said, these fish, there's lots of them and they're all small, so what's not being used for barbel bait is going to the workers. They're very happy, they're quite jovial that I'm catching some fish for them. This is an invasive species, and if I catch a big one, I'll certainly let it go. Gaan almal tyle nou?
Wat tyle.
Okay. So daai is wat ek nou gevang het. Maar jy moet hulle mooi deel, né? Want ek het dit vir almal gehou, so julle moet mooi deel. Asseblief. Call my gents. Pilile. You must tender with those guys, maybe they must give you a bit extra. Call my gents. If I caught more, I'd give you more. Sure. Hamburger. Ewe. Alright guys, so yeah, what an epic morning of fishing. Not big carp, but on that ultralight tackle, man, so much fun. We're going to pack up and then going to head across to another little dam in the area. That's going to be in my next video, so be sure to subscribe so that you get to check it out. Apparently it's got some monster carp in it, so we're going to go for some big fish, see if we can get them. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It's always appreciated. Let me know what you thought about the video down below, and yeah, thanks for watching.